What up, though, y'all? How y'all living? I always wonder what happened to Boys to Men, but then I ran across this interview. Y'all just check it out.
Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trip, she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash out.
Where the limo driver came to the airport when we were there that morning and said, they just waved the car off. I'm just being honest.
Yeah. So they talking about the brother Mike not showing up for shows after they made special considerations to make shows more accommodatable for his health conditions.
Yeah,
that was the last straw for me.
That's hard because that's your brother.
That was the last straw for me.
Yeah.
Like, as far as I was concerned, I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. He's this is enough. But anyway, so in my mind, I thought, okay, well, if he don't show up, then I'm assuming that he's no longer interested in being in the group. So it surprised us when he showed up. And it was like,
how it surprised you when it showed up, when he did show up? He needs some more of that show money. Why would that surprise you? You had to know that was coming.
Pay that.
Right. And he was like, well,
if you don't show up, y'all split that 3 different ways.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was like, when are we going to Japan? And I told him straight out, I was like, no, we ain't going nowhere.
Oh, wow.
We are not going to
say
Japan.
that to your brother.
Yeah, because I loved Mike. But I had it.
You're frustrated.
So it was like, dude, you can't keep doing that.
What does love got to do with it? And you ain't love him enough to let him eat with you after he made them mistakes, did you? No. So what do love got to do with it? And then anybody can love anybody, but how strong is your love? Or what does that mean your love is going to do? People just throw that word around. If you loved him, then that meant you would have expected him not to be there until he needed some money, because you love this dude and you know who they are and you accept them for who they are. But that ain't love when you know who somebody is and you don't accept them for being who they are. And I ain't to say you gotta do that, but let's not lie. Let's be clear about what love is.
Oh, man. So to make a long story short, we got into it. We fight.
Like actual fight?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Moving furniture.
I mean, shoot, he slammed me on a table, on Wanye's table.
His back wasn't hurting that day.
Yeah. No, it wasn't hurting that day. So he slammed me on the table. Oh. I'm trying to block punches, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? Mike a big guy, so I was just trying to protect my face. And after I got up, I was like, dude, that's it.
Damn.
You're done.
Wow.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy, dude. That's it. You're done. So I guess he the one that had the power. I don't know which side of this argument I agree on or not. For sure, once he put his hands on another member of the group, that was going too far. That's a fact. For sure, missing shows was going too far. That's a fact. But at the same time, when you allow people into your group and you know what type of trouble they on or what they do, and you accept them or let that ride with you when it benefits you, but then when it doesn't, it's a problem, that's kind of fake. At the same time, somebody messing up the money is unacceptable. So in this matter, I couldn't take sides. Although the fact that dog was going through some health problems, that does kind of stand out. But when you tell me you slammed another grown man on the table and you was able to have a fist fight, then that means you could stand up there and do some dance moves for 45 minutes, dog. That's what that means. I mean, when I hear it. If you good enough to fight, you good enough to dance.
Ow. When was the last time you talked to Mike?
It's been years.
They probably ain't talked since that day.
Damn. Because Mike is doing Mike.
Whatever he's doing.
Yeah. And again,
respectfully.
Let me say this, because I know you guys are going to use this, and this is the thing that people are going to draw to, because it's provocative. Mike is our brother.
Right.
We love Mike. Brothers fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Brothers have disagreements. Brothers get into arguments. Brothers have different mind states, and brothers separate. Does not mean that I don't love him any less. No love lost. It's just that we're in different
phases of your life.
We're in different phases of our life, and
I mean, there's a lot of love lost if y'all won't let him eat. Like, let's be clear. Don't keep telling me you love this dude, but you gonna leave him out there to starve. Cause from my understanding, shit, the only money he getting is off his publishing checks, and then a lot of y'all songs was written by other people, and for sure produced by other people. Then y'all didn't have the best record deal. Y'all had to give up some of y'all publishing, so he probably barely eating, bro. Probably barely eating. And you telling me you love this dude, but you won't let him eat. Not to say you should let him eat, but if y'all started eating together and you say it's no love lost, but he don't get to eat with y'all because he made some mistakes, that's kind of deep. But hey, who am I to judge? But I guess this is what happened to Boys to Men and why it's only 3.
Different modes.
But this is the question then, why didn't you ever, was it hard to replace Mike, or you didn't think that was fair to Boys to Men to let's find another tenor? Is that tenor?
Bass.
Bass.
Well, what's funny is that we put the question out on our website at the time. Would you guys welcome a 4th member? It was almost unanimous. They said no.
Wow.
Really? We'd rather you be 3.
And your wives and your bank accounts also said, we'd rather you.
And there you have it. One of the biggest R&B groups of my time, and that's why they are no more. But make no mistake about it, these guys had a reputation in the industry for having bad attitudes and being prima donnas as a collective. So for a group of dudes that's been going around the industry with bad attitudes to speak publicly about one of them having a worse attitude than the rest is kind of crazy, especially when y'all known as having the bad attitudes as a collective. But again, who am I to judge? But this is what happened to Boys to Men. For all of y'all that didn't know, now you do know. Mike got sick, scoliosis in the back, stopped showing up to shows. But he wasn't just not showing up to shows, he was sending the limo away and all kind of other fuddy-duddiness. And then he showed up when they was going to Japan. I guess that tour was more money. But who knows? Who cares? Either way, it wasn't right. And we out.